Is there a simple decision lens or test that you've seen work well in operations and supply chain teams to help them to think about that practical ways of deciding what not to do?
Can I start with some real basic organisational things? I saw a beautiful image that was shot of the state of people's brains when sitting on Teams meetings like this, and how over a period of time the brain got hotter and hotter and hotter.
Yes.
And I just think about that and think, okay, we need downtime, we need a break, we need a rest. And so one of the things that I did in response to this image was I said, I am not going to accept the default settings on team meetings. So instead of it being automatically half an hour, I always reduce it to 25 minutes. Instead of an hour, it's always 45 minutes. Let me unpack that really just with a couple of thoughts. The first thing that means is I've got time to do the job that I should really be doing. Secondly, I have time for a coffee and a time for a break. I also improve my circulation. I get away from the screen and do things. But the interesting thing is that because I do that, I'm now educating other people around me, because the meeting, I get towards the end of the meeting, it's 25 minutes and I say, okay, I've got to go now. Oh, we've got another 5 minutes yet. I said, no, it's 25 minutes. And so by doing it, I'm educating other people around me to also take a break, because we always hear it. I'm sorry I'm late. The previous meeting overran. Yeah. Now, that's just at a short practical level. But actually, I would go even further and say, let's do in the meeting, let's make these meetings efficient. Let's make sure that we're clear why we're there. Does everybody need to be there? What's the agenda? And try and make as many decisions outside a meeting as possible. We've now got the ability to have a process that means that things can be traffic lighted, they can be gate kept, and decisions can be made through a process. And actually, you don't need some of these things, approval of expenses. A lot of that, senior leaders are still trying to approve expenses. Well, some of this can be done automatically. It's only the queries you need to deal with, but people are still doing it because they feel responsible.